Should be like that.
I'm dead serious. Fucking nigga, man. Act like I get on his nerves or something. I discuss you, nigga. Disturb you, nigga. I disturb you.
You do actually.
Fuck out of here. Come on, let's not do that, man. Got a special guest today. Let's go. All right.
Oh, man. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you've been smoking rock or under a rock, you now tuned into the Personal Party Podcast.
Cheer.
That's hard.
I hate your ad-libs, B.
Yo.
You got the worst ad-libs in the game, man. Like,
that's only worse. Yeah, this nigga's a hater, bro. He's a dead hater, bro. That's not, how is that whack? How was chill whack?
Like,
how is that whack? Don't make it sound. You made it sound corny. That's what you do.
That's how that shit be sounding every time.
So your fans could go against me. That's what he's.
Yo, y'all gotta see this nigga before he get on. Nigga like, nigga be doing all this ad shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, my nigga? We just about to talk.
Come on, everybody not really fucking cool like you. I'm really fucking cool in my own way. You know what I'm saying? My cool is just me and me. My nigga, that's me. I can't be another nigga.
Nah, I want you to be me. You really fucking champion today, because you got a champion hoodie.
Listen, don't.
That.
Are you trying to use doing shots?
I'm not cutting you. I said you really fucking
I tried
champion.
to go, you know what I'm saying? I tried to be a little witty today, you know what I'm saying? We got the poppy here today, you know what I'm saying? I tried to be a little witty, you know what I'm saying? I tried to change it up, man. I couldn't go get the cut, but it's all good though. We thugging it out, baby.
Before I get into my brother,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Talk to me.
Because we got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, we
you know, people be thinking I be going hard on you. I be like, I be bugging out. Yo, it's hilarious, but what? Again, you know what I mean? I want to sit here and I want to tell you. I want to tell everybody, man, because I know I'll be going hard on you.
Hold on, what you about to do? What's going on right now?
Nah, I'm just saying, I know I'll be going hard on you and shit, you know what I mean?
I don't care.
I know, because I'm not going to stop.
I don't care.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. I think niggas feel like I'm going to, like, no, this is what it is. Like, you know what I mean?
Let it be known. Say it louder.
What you mean say it louder? Because you be having your show hive. The niggas that you send, yo, go comment. The niggas that you send that agree with your perspective.
You're
at
good,
times.
bro. You're good. I send these guys.
You send them. Go comment right now. And let this nigga know that nigga. Shut the fuck up, man. Anyhow,
it's your fault.
Nah, I don't care.
You put me here.
This is just, you know, it's just good banter. Yo, we got my motherfucking brother, my motherfucking my confidant.
Talk to him.
My motherfucking sibling.
Talk to him.
You know what I mean? A nigga that I've known since high school. Mm-hmm. So, you know, our podcast is generally about banter, weed, and other shit. And we covered all aspects. Even though you don't smoke weed, I feel like at one point, I think we was like 17, you gave me like an ounce of weed bagged up.
Bobby came through with an ounce of some food.
Nigga gave me an ounce. I forgot who he got the ounce from. The nigga gave me an ounce bagged up. It was the black limousine bags, and the weed was good, but it got crunchy by the time it got to me. Cause the nigga had the weed in his closet. He was hiding the weed from Googie. You know what I mean? Shout out to Googie, my other mother, Bam's mom. He was hiding the weed, and I feel like she found it. Or it was just, you know...
He had to get it up out of there?
He had to get it up out of there. And he was like, yo, bro, I got, you know what I mean? I got this little ounce bagged up, you know what I mean? Come take this shit from me. And I took it, and I don't even think I sold it. I think I smoked it.
You did smoke it, nigga. Don't say I don't think, nigga. You smoked it. Every single last bag,
I'm just letting you tell the story, bro. And I'm
probably made niggas go foul every time.
No, me and this nigga got too much history, but we got... the motherfucking original Poppy.
Yeah.
Bodega Bamz in this motherfucker.
Big Poppy in the building, you heard?
Love.
Tan boy.
You know, I gotta...
Yo.
Let me get my shit right. Get my boy the proper.
You know what I mean? For sure.
Gotta get my boy right.
And I wanna elaborate on that story you came in with, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
First of all, you know what I mean? as a young buck, you know what I'm saying? I was running these streets, making anything for $1. I see my friend here, my friend, you know what I'm saying? My friend Sean, you know what I mean? This is before.
Call him Sean.
This is before my soul was even spoken like that, bro, right? I want to put some money in my man's pocket. Like, yo, Smoke, I got this work, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's being modest. It was an ounce. It was a little bit over an ounce. Facts. It was a little bit over. Right? I'm like, yo, bro, I got this work. I'm like, I got this work. And that's what happened. Like, I was saying on it, and I ain't had the flow for it. You know what I'm saying? But I knew Smoke did or whatever. So I was like, yo, Smoke, I'm going to give you this. And I gave him a number to give back to me. I forgot what it was. I gave it to him in good grace. You know what I'm saying? I gave my man the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? About a few days passed by, I would say about, you know what I'm saying? I gave him a good amount of days that I would, you know what I mean? So, yo, what's up with the money at, bro? The nigga told me he ain't got it, bro. He told me that my shit crunchy. He started bringing up a whole bunch of reasons. I didn't give it.
That's what he do.
Yeah, yo, bro.
That's what he do.
I gave that bud. That shit was wavy. It was nice. It was moist. He gonna talk about he didn't sell it because it was crunchy. He's like, Nate, what do you want me to do? It's crunchy.
But he smoked it. But he smoked it.
Word, bro. He smoked it.
What else we gonna do?
I'd rather sell crunchy bud than smoking.
And it was exotics. The brand, the strain was called Morning Glory.
Come on.
Morning Glory. Word. Morning Glory, bro.
I remember that. See, you know, I wanna this is not even an interview. We just having a full out conversation. And I just been on this streak of talking to people that I actually know, so I feel like that's why, you know, the podcast always comes out the way it comes out, because it's genuine conversation with questions that nobody else could ask you these questions, and if they did, you'll answer diplomatically. And you're not gonna answer diplomatic with me, because me and you know, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with our journey to get to you know where everything was at. But you know, like I said, we went to high school together. We're both
what high school was that?
Brandeis dropouts.
Yes, sir. You went before me, and I followed in your footsteps. Follow
Now,
my nigga.
High school? That high school, bro. That shit
Crazy.
Yo, a lot of people went to that high school, bro.
And yo, at the time we was coming up in there too, the only other high school that was as bad as us was Martin Luther King.
Facts.
But we was yo, Brandeis was my nigga, we was on it, bro.
It was a police station in that school.
That shit was crazy.
Yes,
No bullshit. No bullshit. No bullshit.
It's like going to Central Bookings every day.
Yo, I never forget, cause I'm from the
That's what it
That's
is.
a fact. And I never forget, I'm from the east side, right? So, you know, Brandeis is on the west side for those who don't know, right? So it was my first introduction to the west side. I didn't even have no friends in the west side of Harlem. Like,
Hold on,
I ain't
before
know.
you even get there, Nate.
All right.
Was Brandeis your zone school too?
So, funny story. Yeah, but Brandeis was the only school that accepted me. Cause when I was coming out of 8th grade, you know what I'm saying, I was just a bad kid going to school. Not cause I was a dumb nigga, I just was always a bad
It was that
nigga.
era, yeah.
So Brandeis was the only school that accepted me, you know what I'm saying? And we had recently moved. My father, he got a superintendent job, so we had recently moved to the west side or whatever. Condominium buildings. We were across the street, Michael J. Fox and them niggas or whatever.
That's crazy.
So Brandeis is on 85th.
Facts.
So anyways, I go to the school, bro, right? I never forgot I had Jabot on, you know what I mean? I had some Jabot jeans on.
That's flea back there.
Yeah, I mean,
My son was flea his whole life. My son was flea his whole life.
I probably had some Jordans on. I don't know what, I forgot. Anyways, when I pulled up to the school, it was a line, right? So I'm a freshman, I'm 14, nigga, I'm from the east side. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know nobody in this motherfucker. So I'm staying on this line. I never forget this shit, bro. There was a Mexican kid that was on the line, and there was a black dude that was behind him, right? This nigga, I'm on the line, bro. This nigga, he skipping niggas. He started from the back, the black dude, and he just skipping niggas. He go to this Mexican nigga, bro. He like, yo, let me get in front of you. Mexican nigga kind of like waved him off. The black dude nigga just decked him. Hit him, boom! This is my first introduction to the West Side. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just decked the nigga, and I was like, damn, this is the type of vibe they on, bro. Like, decked the nigga, the Mexican nigga held his face and bounced. That shit was dumb sad. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that shit touched me even to this day. Hey, yo, that was one of those moments where you have as a teenager where it stay with you forever.
Yeah, you like it's like that out here.
Yeah, because I was like, damn, homie, like, why you do that to that nigga? But that was
fucked up.
Dice.
That was the vibe.
That was the vibe in Dice, bro. And that was my first introduction.
It was
to Dice,
every
bro.
gang in that school, bro.
And then what was crazy is that when I came, so I'm Dominican, I'm not Dominican. When I came, you know, there was a gang called DDP, Dominicans Don't Play.
And I'm from Broadway, nigga, I know.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? So
I know what it is.
So they were real prevalent in Dice.
Yeah, facts.
Because they was half black, half Dominican.
They dominated the one train. The one in the nine.
The one in the nine train. Yeah, that's a Broadway train. You already know.
One in the nine.
Yeah, one in the nine. That's when they had a nine train. It's on that one train. Go ahead.
But you know, but so you know that was my first introduction to Dice, man. Seeing a nigga deck some other nigga, man, that shit kind of hurt me, bro. But I knew, it's on. Like,
it's that type of time.
I gotta be on mine. You know what I'm saying? I can't be cool how I was in the East Side. I knew everybody. Everybody grew up together. Like these niggas is on different times, so that kind of like puts a little pep in my step.
Yeah.
I ain't want that nigga to deck me, man.
I heard you. Not me. I heard you,
right,
Pop.
so you know, this is back. You know, fuck it. We all.
Hold on. Before I even get to it. So, while I'm waiting on this line, the line was long. So, Dice is a big school. So, I didn't know which line to get on. So, I had to walk.
The line on Columbus?
The line on Columbus.
I know what you're saying.
Right, exactly.
I'm trying to, I know, I'm with you.
So, I didn't know what line to get on. So, I go to like the middle of the block. When I go to the middle of the block, I see commotion. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Mom, Dolo, 14, I'm from the East Side, niggas. Light-skinned Spanish, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's the commotion, yo? I see some dude in the middle. I see a whole circle around him, hype, yeah, going crazy. Oh my God, second coming back, going crazy. The nigga that was in the middle was this man right here, bro.
That's first day?
First day.
Don't give him that much, man.
Don't
give him that story. I don't make these things up.
I went into high school, not knowing who this nigga was, but I seen the attraction that this man was gathering, bro. And I said, yo, who is that nigga? And in my mind, I made a conscious effort. I'm like, yo, I don't know what I gotta do, but I gotta get next to that nigga. That's what I said, bro, because I'm coming from the East.
I'm with you.
I said, yo, whoever this nigga is, I said, oh, nah, I need that attention that he got. Bitches going, oh my God, Smoke Dza, he going crazy. That's a true story, bro.
That's my dog.
True story, bro. So that was my intro to Dice.
That's crazy.
Now bust it, right? So back in high school, like I said, my son was always fleet. And you know, high school is where you find yourself. I won't say always, but that's where most people find themselves.
Niggas find themselves
before you know you get to the real world. And fashion, it was, you know, we were very prevalent to fashion because we both from uptown. Even though he's from the East, uptown. I'm from the West, uptown. Uptown compared to where we from. So you know, we both cared about fashion. We were in science class, Miss Dela Cruz.
I had a Dela Cruz.
To be exact.
She was fire? She was fire? All Dela Cruzes is mostly fire.
Nah, she was old.
She was an older lady.
Older lady, alright. She had it in her day.
She was a cool teacher. And you know, this guy was in the back of the classroom, you know, chilling. And me, I'm always working the room. So I was like... I'm just always around. I forgot how the conversation happened, but the conversation got on phone positives.
Word.
Now, for everybody that knows me,
all those phone positives,
they know how much I was in the phones. And this was my second run-in with phones. My first run-in with phones was high school. This guy right here. So he's like, yo, I know where I could get you the these rare color phones, like. Actually, he was like, I know where all the phones is at. And them shits is $90. Mind you, this is a $180 sneaker.
Right.
My son Frig, so I know it's not he not about to take me to, he just not a nigga that's about to take me to no foo-foo shit. Because he already Frig. So I'm like, word? He like, yeah, nigga, after school, I take you. So now I'm like,
Damn.
I bet this nigga gonna take me where all the phones is at. It's my son, like, and we already vibing on a different time. So he like, all right, come on, let's go. That shit is on 109th Street. It's on 109th between Madison. Actually, he didn't even tell me where it was at. He was like, nah, I can't tell you. You just gotta come. So I go with this nigga. He goes downstairs into like this building. He come back out with some flim-flam excuse. Long story long, it wasn't no fucking phones there. The nigga lied to me.
Lied to the nigga. Hey, yo, but this is what I'm saying. I want y'all niggas to put this in perspective. I lied to the nigga because my goal was to be friends with the nigga. I had nothing to offer the nigga.
That's crazy, though. That the way of thinking is...
I had nothing to offer, but this is what I'm saying. Like it's crazy how I thought at that particular time is what blossomed into who I am right now and what I do for a living. My goal was to be friends with him. And when he talked about the science class, he's right. So what happened? So Smoke was a year older than me. You know what I'm saying? So he was in the school a year before me. Mm-hmm. So you know, when you freshmen, you guys class with freshmen. Exactly. You don't usually have class with nobody else.
Exactly.
So I'm in science class, and I'm sitting in my table, and there's a seat open. And it just so happened, I guess he didn't finish that credit last year, so they threw him in there.
Yeah. I didn't do much schooling in, bro.
Right? So here I'm in the classroom, and I see this nigga walk in. I'm like, oh, it's my chance. This is what I'm saying, my nigga.
I got you.
I want y'all to understand this shit. Like, this is my chance. I'm like, oh shit, because when I kid you not, bro. Every time I hear 50 Cent when he say in high school you was the man, homie, I always think about Smoke, bro.
That's crazy.
Because that's the closest thing I knew to a nigga that was the man in high school. And, you know what I'm saying? So when my seat was open, this nigga walk in. The only seat that's open is mine. So he sit right next to me.
That's crazy.
Not knowing.
Yo, that's
how God. And not knowing. But he got no idea, like, who I am and the impression he left on me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it started off with some sneaker shit. Like, I'm looking at this nigga, he was flea too. So I'm like, yo, it probably was something simple as that. Like, yo, you like those? This and that. So I took him to 109th. Shout out to my man Willie Leche.
Craig.
I took him to 109th. But this was my ploy to just get cool with the nigga. Because my whole thing was, if I can get cool with him, he gonna love me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He gonna love me.
You already know
so
that.
If I gotta lie, you know what I'm saying? Cool, I'm a lie. But I know if I get cool with this nigga, he gonna love me. And if I'm cool with the man in high school, then I'm gonna be the man. And that was the perspective. That was the goal, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to lie you know what I mean? And finagle, you know what I'm saying? But from that, son fucked with me.
That's crazy though.
Son fucked with me.
Because
that's where your manifesto.
Because after he came clean, it was just like, I laughed. I was just like, man, you crazy. But we had so much in common.
Right. That y'all vibing.
Right? For one, we both grew up in homes with our mom and our dad. Mm-hmm. Right. So that was one thing that, you know, a lot of our friends didn't have that we could relate to.
Word.
So once we both found that out, it was like, word. And then we both grew up in the church. Mm-hmm. So as people know, I went to private school. So all my mornings from preschool to 6th grade was in the chapel, learning the word, reciting the word before the Pledge of Allegiance. And he grew up in the church every Sunday, every Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, your parents would go to church.
Yep.
Then even, wasn't your dad like a pastor? Like
deacon.
A deacon,
yeah.
Right? So.
A diacono.
Right. So we related on the word.
Facts.
In a way that, like, we're not religiously crazy, but we believe in God, and that was our link. Mm-hmm. Not to get dark or not to get deep on niggas, but you know, we related, and then we related on wrestling. So that was just
your wrestling was the cherry on top.
That was the cherry on top, and then me and this nigga will argue. We argued like brothers since we was 14, 15 years old.
This is crazy.
We gonna argue about Big and Pun. We gonna argue about Nas and Jay. We gonna argue about the Locks and
Hold on, you Nas over Jay? I'm sorry.
Maybe not now.
Not now. Nah.
But
okay.
Not now.
Before, I'm not gonna hold you.
Remember, Nas was on the run, bro. You know
I remember that. We not gonna shit on Nas.
I want to give you some
That's
credit.
my nigga.
I want to give you some credit.
But hold up, and also something else. Smoke from 119 in Morningside. I'm from 119 between 1st and 2nd.
That's crazy.
So I just feel
across.
like I'm right across this whole time from this nigga. You heard
Facts.
like, and I again like everything happens for a reason, and even the people that enter your life like. That ain't coincidence, bro. You heard? Like my
right next to you. He sat right next to you. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like my story already been written. I'm just living it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? My destiny's already been written, bro. Like, that's what I believe in. So God knew I'm gonna put this man next to him in that seat. He from 119 on the west side, you from 119 on the east side. Different brothers, but from the same pot. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
a fact.
he a black dude, I'm a Spanish dude. Like, and at this time you gotta understand, nigga, Spanish and black, they hate each other,
That's
bro.
a fact. That's
I'm
a fact.
from that cloth where it was. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna talk about that.
When my
we're gonna get into that.
When my parents and there was real racist shit, bro.
I'm gonna get it. We're gonna
Now
get into
shit
that.
is cool, but we from that era.
It was a different era.
That's a
It was a
fact.
different
So
era.
to have a black dude and a Spanish dude tight, you ain't see that shit, bro.
Bro, I was the
99
same way. That's
And
crazy.
it wasn't fake, cause I be in this nigga crib eating out those canduras.
all day.
You know what I mean? And fucking everything that's going
Facts.
on in there. And you know what I mean? And Googie was feeding me, and Plasi D didn't give a fuck
I'm
what
with
was
you. I
going
can
on.
relate to that.
And you
bro.
gotta understand, my pops is a Dominican, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came to this country in the 80s and came to this country illegally, you know what I'm saying? I bring this big black motherfucker to my crib, like,
Nah, I'm with you because
Like, yo,
I've
who
been
is
that.
this man? Like,
Yeah.
get them on handle, you know what I'm saying? but yo, my pops, niggas love this
Love
nigga, bro.
him, yeah, man.
'Cause he's literally like my first black friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
I'm with
as messed
you.
up as it might sound right now in this year.
But it's not, bro.
That's how it
I'm with you.
was 20 years ago.
Yo,
You ain't
I'm
had
with
black
you, bro.
friends.
I'm with you, bro. Nah.
Facts. And it's crazy, you know, cause
Real
my
nigga.
whole life, my friendships is the Rainbow Coalition. Mm-hmm. Because I never seen. I'm colorblind to shit. If we connect on a frequency, spiritually, mentally, you my friend.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you look like.
I'm on that type of time.
You know, my best friend is a white boy.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like I never seen anything else. And even
Crazy.
growing up, you know, like I was talking about Martin. Shout out to JP. He just called me before this podcast. I met him in 7th grade. Like he was Spanish, but I've always had different friends. Like I've always, you know, shout out to
too, Smoke.
Amitai back in
Facts.
the days. My Jewish homie, my first Jewish friend back in the days, Amitai. Like I always had.
Amitai.
That was his name. Facts. I always had, you know, different friends, but. Long story long. So, you know, me and this guy, we met in high school, and as you hear our introduction, it went from there to, you know, I used to do battle tours. Before I toured the world, I toured high schools. I toured blocks. And my tours would consist of me battling everybody on the block. Sometimes I battle 2-3 niggas at a time, pause. That was just the time I was on. I turned my hat backwards, do this Pikachu shit, all this stupid shit I used to do. And he would call himself the pit bull. Cause he's like, yeah, come on, Smoke. I'm the pit bull. And this nigga would be gassing shit
It's crazy.
to the max.
Word.
It didn't matter what this
Nigga
nigga
believed. Nah, I'm with you.
He was legit.
Believe, bro.
One of my first 3 believers in Smoke Dza. The other 2 was
That's
Kurt
crazy.
and them.
That's crazy.
For sure.
He and this nigga would follow me around everywhere I went.
Everywhere.
Even doing my hypes,
All the
hyping my
time.
shit up. Nigga, we was running scams and crazy eights in the lunchroom.
Hey, yo, let me tell you a nigga story.
Now I need the stories.
Hey, yo, so Smoke was on a tour. You heard? Like, he's right about that Battling tour. And this nigga was amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even thinking about this shit is kind of like, you know, it's giving me chills. Because it's crazy how we adults now with children and all that. Like, and we didn't know that was going to happen as little niggas. But Smoke was really on a tear. You know what I'm saying? And I took pride in, like, I knew somebody who was famous, bro. Like, I enjoyed that. Like, and I understand now that a good leader knows how to follow. You feel me? So I was cool with following. You know what I mean?
I'm with you, bro.
I was cool with following. You know, I never looked at it as, man, this nigga sonning me or I'm some. Nah, I just want to be down with you, bro. Right? So I remember Smoke one time in particular, bro. Cause I was so proud of my friend, I would shop the nigga around. And you know, I'm from the east side. So there was rappers in Manhattan Center. So niggas is like, yo, I got some niggas in Manhattan Center, nigga, they'll kill Smoke. I said, word, I'm bringing my man. At the time, he was talking to a woman that went to Manhattan Center as well, so we had the connection there. So
and them and Steve went to
Center. You know what I'm saying?
And Steve.
But them wasn't there at this particular time, both them niggas. But we had a friend named Lou Rod who went to Center. You know what I'm saying? And Lou Rod was a popular dude in there. So Lou Rod was pumping his man. His man name was Birdo. Birdo. You pumping this nigga, man? You don't know who I know, nigga. I said, I'm gonna get my man to smoke this nigga, right?
Yeah.
I bring smoke through. Mind you, to me, it's like it's an honor to even pull this nigga away from the west side and bring him to the east.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm feeling. Like, he's spending time.
I'm capable to do that, yeah.
So I took this nigga all the way from the west side to go to the end of the east side, because anybody who know Manhattan Center's on 116, right by the FDR. So we coming right from the west side. So I bring smoke, walking through I'm walking through this shit, nigga, like, what's up? Like, so nigga see my man coming. So the dude Birdo, at that particular time, he wasn't outside. Like, he was doing some funny shit. Like, yo, he's like, y'all gonna put me on BT? This is doing some funny shit. Like, I was like, what, nigga? So while Smoke is waiting for the Birdo nigga, 4 niggas put their hands up like, yo, I'm about this nigga. I seen this man battle 4 niggas, bro. What I mean by that is 4 rappers, and he's directing his attention to all 4 of them, bro. Like, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la la. And I'm just standing there like, yo, this nigga crazy. And I never forget the line he said. Nigga said a line. Nigga said, I'll leave you black and blue like an African Crip. I said, oh nah, this nigga's... That's how deep I go with my brother, bro. I leave you black and blue like niggas went crazy, bro. Stop the line. Stop the line, bro. So while he's smoking these niggas, I'm talking my shit.
Yeah, talk your shit.
Yeah. Nigga, I'm Don King. I'm talking, this is my fighter, nigga. I'm here. What's up?
Yeah.
Talking my shit. Then the Birdo nigga come outside. He caught the tail end of the shit. But yeah, I used to swing smoke around. You know what I'm saying? Because, nah, this is the nigga. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But
that's crazy.
You know, he definitely was on
they was A&R you early.
Super.
Facts. And not only, and he was my little seeds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he was just a nigga that was just like, you know, this what we doing. So anyhow, you know, he didn't start rapping as yet. He was figuring out that lane.
I didn't even have a desire, thought. I just wanted to be down with my man, nigga. Word.
That's crazy.
So
this is real shit. Hold on,
I ended up leaving high school. Actually, I ended up getting kicked out.
Oh, these questions are way real
Everybody
fast.
knows this story. I don't even got to get into that. So I ended up getting kicked out of high school. The first, you know, me, I'm thinking maybe I got like a little week suspension. I'm thinking they going, you know, after the week.
Crazy.
They like, nah, stretch it out. My mom's came. Whatever's whatever. I get expelled. I'm talking to this nigga every day. So, you know, I'm giving him the play-by-play. He like, yo, when you coming back? And sometimes I would still go to the school, after school. Just to go link with niggas, you know, go link with him, go link with Ola, baby bro. And when it was finally over, I remember calling him like, yeah, bro, they got me out of here, man. They want me to go to GED. He like, word? I ain't going back. Yo, hold up.
Let me interject. And shout out to my nigga, damn. I'm gonna get back to it. Anyways, yo, so what happened was we had the same guidance counselor, right? So when Smoke got out of there, during that time before he left, me and him was real tight. Like, we ended up being real cool. Like, just back to back. We used to run scams in the lunchroom, playing Crazy Eights. We used to make like $160, split 80 between both of us, go get the swingman jerseys and models. Like, that's the type of time we was on. Like, we used to act like we wasn't even cool. Like, he'll win a game, I'll win a game. We had a whole scheme, nigga, like it was Vegas.
I'm with you.
So my son left. You know, he got out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got out of there, and we had the same guidance counselor. So at this time, I didn't have his number. Like, I just would speak to him in school. So one day, I'm going to see my guidance counselor. This is
before cell phones, y'all. Before cell phones.
Yeah, that's a fact. This is home phones. I'm going to see my guidance counselor because they kicked me out of whatever class I was in. So I'm going to see my guidance counselor. She was a young Latino woman. And while I'm there, she picked up the phone and it's this nigga calling her. That's what I'm saying, how crazy life is, bro. Mind you, I had when he left, I couldn't
no connection.
I ain't gonna go to his block.
That's a fact.
So I don't know his number. So I'm in the guidance counselor office and he's on the phone with her, bro. And I'm like, yo, that's Sean? It's like that. She's like, yeah. I said, let me get that phone. I said, yo, bro, what's up, nigga? I said, he was telling me, like, yo, they trying to get me in the GD shit. I said, yo, bro, give me your number right now, bro. Gave me his number. My nigga, let me tell you nigga something, bro. I don't remember nobody number except my grandmom's and this man's number.
That's crazy.
This man's home number was 212-316-2486.
That's crazy.
This is a fact, my brother.
Yo, Poppy talking shit.
Yo, come to think of it, that's crazy. 316 Stone Cold. I had Stone Cold in my motherfucking phone number the whole time.
316-24.
316-2486.
And when I got his number from that phone call, it was on. Then I used to go to his block, and that's how we became real tight. Because other than that, all we had communication was in high school. I see the nigga, whatever, but we ain't having each other's numbers. When I got his number, then I was like, nah, this is my nigga. So after that, it was on.
When I left school, I feel like that's when you started to rap.
You know,
that's when you started to think about it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So when Smoke left, you know what I mean? Like, again, like, this is the man when it comes to rapping in school. So when he's gone, like, it's another nigga that's going to fill his shoes. Who's next? So at this particular time, there was a man named Streets.
Shout out to Streets the Block. I love you. He niggas annoying, pain in the ass.
Yeah, so there was a nigga named Streets. Hold on one second. Let me call you right back, babe. Okay. All right. So there was a nigga named Streets, right? So Streets was Smoke's underling too, just like me, coming up under him or whatever. Smoke kind of gave him the crown. I ain't really like
Streets
that.
ain't gonna like that underling shit, cause me and Streets, I remember we battled first time I met Streets.
So Pete,
Talk your shit, man.
So Streets came under him or whatever, and then Streets started doing his thing. Streets was incredible as well, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Son was incredible. You know what I mean? So, but Smoke was my man, and I was there from before that. So when I got kicked out of school, when I eventually followed this nigga's footsteps, we would pop in sometimes, like just to go back to Dice for whatever fucking reason we were doing.
Dice was it.
I remember we went back one particular time, just say some wrestling shit. Nigga, Street seen Smoke down the hallway, like, and on some like, this is my territory type shit, like, get out of here or whatever. And Smoke was like, nigga, don't let me let the dog loose, nigga. Don't let me let the dog loose, nigga. What on? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was that, like, it was. I started to rap when Smoke left. You know what I'm saying? And then I ain't gonna lie, me and Streets was real tight too, cause you know he was nice. So at this particular time, I was trash, bro. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Streets was trying to put me under his wing. It was kind of that kind of field or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had like one rap, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I really had. So when Smoke popped in, it was one of those like, nigga, this is about school, nigga. This ain't your school no more, nigga. And then you know what's crazy? Streets end up going a show called Mad Cyphers and all that too with Smoke.
Crazy.
Actually,
Cyphers, shout out to
Streets
Cyphers.
went to Mad Cyphers with Shells. Cause this is around the time I was
Shells.
around
These
with
names is
Wow, Shells.
crazy.
I spoke to Shells a few months, maybe a few weeks ago, and I want to have him up here.
And put some perspective
Shells.
on him too, how elite he was at this time.
For one,
Nah, Shells was the one.
at this time was the best battle
The one.
rapper.
Yes.
The one. He was the
Yeah.
first battle rapper to actually get a deal.
Yes.
And he was on TV. What was that? He won some TV battle rap. Some
Puerto
I feel
Rico.
like in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Smoke Gin.
Yeah.
Shells,
That's when
Shells was one of the first before Murder Mook. Shout out to
Yes.
Murder Mook, the greatest battle rapper of all time.
Shout out to him.
I'm Paul
Facts.
Heyman for Murder Mook. I don't care what no niggas say. But Shells at this time was
top of the line.
The top
Yeah, he
battle
was the
rapper.
top.
And I was running around with Shells at this time. And Shells, and so was Streets. And Shells took Streets to Mad Cyphers. I missed this day. Streets ended up being the mainstay on Cyphers, and he took me for the first time to Mad Cyphers. My first introduction to Mad Cyphers was from Streets the Block. Shout out to Streets the Block.
He was also
Right.
a 106 in Park champion, if y'all
too.
don't know.
Yes, he was. And the first time you went to Mad Cyphers was
you.
with me. So
Yeah.
that was a
remember that.
cycle.
Yeah.
That's how I went. For people that don't know about Mad Cyphers was a show that came on public access, which is cable television.
Yep.
If you in Manhattan.
What's the biggest
it
shit in
came
the world?
on 11 p.m. Monday nights, right after Monday Night Raw.
Yep.
And you could catch Bodega Bamz, Smoke Dza, Charlie Clips, Vado, J Mills,
Rex.
TV, Rex.
Nem.
Nem, Debo,
Debo, shout out to
Rated
Debo.
On,
Rated On.
Rated
Shout out,
On.
yeah, that's Uptown. Shout
What's
out
my
to
Team
man?
Hot niggas.
What's
Team
Team
Hot.
Hayes,
Team-
Boston. What's my man? The L's.
Millennium
Millennium L's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was a lot of classic battles and times. We definitely had Matt Cyphers up here.
Nigga named Him. Remember that dude Him? A lot of niggas from Uptown.
It was a lot of niggas that came up on Cyphers, and even after that.
Cyphers
He was
it,
he was
boy.
nice.
mean.
That was nice. Even well after that, there was a lot of people that went through those doors. But you know, I remember taking Bamz up there. This is Nate Bambino.
Word.
This is before the Bodega Bamz. Now, I go on the record for telling this story, but I'm glad you're here. Because, you know, before we even did this part, you know, we have our religious conversations that we have about beliefs and different shit that I get stuck just, you know, perspective wise. And then, you know, I said to you, I'm like, this conversation that we're gonna have, I want this shit to be as transparent as possible. Even, you know, by the stamps, by the names, by the people involved. Because at the end of the day, we all, as friends, as brothers, went through different shit. And it starts from somewhere. And if you're lucky, it'll end positive. And for us, it ended positive.
God bless.
But it was a start to friction. So when you became a rapper, I've always believed in you, but I've always believed that you were a man to stand on your own. You and Obi. Ola.
Shout out to Ola.
Ola was my first engineer that I actually sat with that engineered my projects. He engineered George Cush the Button. He engineered Rolling Stone. This is a time in my life.
He's a visionary.
This is a time in my life where
No bullshit.
this
No
is a time in
bullshit.
my this is legendary shit. So this is a time in my life where I'm just getting. I was already known, but now I'm being known on the World Wide Web.
Right.
And this is a new thing for me.
That was special.
Being posted on all these sites and, you know, getting recognized places from being on the net.
The start of Smoke Dza.
The start of Smoke Dza on the internet. And Ola was the first person that I actually sat with every single day. If I wasn't with him, I was on the phone with him. And, you know, he was doing my shit. But regardless of all of that, you know, I remember having this conversation with Ola. And O asked me, he was like, yo, you got any plans for Bamz? Like, what's your plans for Bamz? Well, actually, like, do you have any plans for Bamz? I was like, nah. And for me, at the time, you know I'm a dickhead at times. I'm stupid at times.
All the time. Fuck you talking about?
But it's a method to my madness all the time. And for me, that was because you was bigger than what I seen for you. Like, you would have never been Bodega Bamz, Tan Boys, under Smoke Dza.
That's real shit.
I knew that from day one because you're a natural leader. And we have the same beliefs that we share, and then sometimes we apart with our beliefs. And I just always knew you had leader capabilities and abilities to lead the pack how you want to lead it. But at the time, the way I said it, and even if I would have explained it like that, y'all still wouldn't have felt me. Yeah. Because we, like I said, we fought like brothers. So I think prior to this, I had bought that camera from Obi. Remember the camcorder?
The Sony shit.
It was he was selling it to me for $700. It was brand new.
Wow, bro.
I gave him $350.
Yeah, bro.
Up front.
You just, I totally forgot about that story.
Right.
That was some dumb shit, bro.
Yeah, I heard about this story.
Yeah,
I heard about the story of the camera.
Bro.
The story of the camera.
Yeah, bro.
I keep it a beam.
Wow.
And we could run the footage back with us and
Yo.
Shipes talking about this story so it could be confirmed. But anyhow, you know, on top of saying no, I still owed niggas $350. So niggas didn't want to come at me for the $350 because that was petty. Fuck the.
Wow.
No, niggas didn't want to come to me for saying no. Because y'all niggas respected the no. Y'all just wanted to prove me wrong.
Right.
But the way to come at me will be the $350.
For sure.
So I don't know how we stopped speaking, But somehow, we stopped speaking. And you were starting to find your way. And I became the fuel to the fire.
For sure. So, you know.
This some real shit, right?
Now, around that time, like.
My man got his eyes closed. I'm sorry.
when my man was catching steam, you know what I'm saying, and he was being on the internet and all that, like, you know, I'm more, you know, I'm more secure, like I'm writing my own shit. Yeah. Like I'm Bodega Bamz at this point. Like I've been around a lot of these niggas, like studios, what you name it. So I got some little seasoning to me. So when Smoke started catching a wave on the internet, just like 2010. So, you know, in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm next up. Like, my man gonna put me on this 2 Dope Boys, 9 Rights or whatever. It didn't transpire that way. So, Smoke at the time was getting some money too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta put this in perspective. Like, this is the first time we getting some money too. And I never forget, Smoke got like, I forgot for what album, bro, but he got like a little distribution deal and he got like 30K. And nigga got 30K, bro.
Yeah, back then, 30K,
nigga ain't
30K
getting nobody nothing, bro. Nigga, and then he didn't even give Ola. All he did was pay Ola phone bill. So now we putting this in perspective, like, damn, nigga, we spending mad light in this crib. Like we over here, we not charging for light. Nigga, the light bill used to be like $400 a month. I was living in the Heights at this time. So I'm like, damn, that nigga Smoke got a good little check and he even break niggas off or nothing. So it was an accumulation of a lot of things, like he said. Then the camera shit, I forgot about that shit, bro. Word. Like, he even give us the paper. So strategically, yeah, like, it was almost like we was already, like, and then on top of it, you understand, behind the scenes, like, even aside from him, like, it was a point in time where I just felt like niggas was just using my wave, bro, my energy, and just like throwing me to the side.
Nah, I'm with
like
you.
I had ideas, I was being used and not properly. Like niggas would send me on missions to go to Hamptons, driving a band, like, you know what I'm saying, weirdo shit, bro. Like I wasn't being used properly. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt I was being disgruntled, my nigga. Like I'm an employee and I'm working for these people and these niggas ain't appreciating me. You know what I'm saying? Like some funny shit happened with John with a cell phone too. Me and him, like it was just weirdo shit going on.
But y'all did some bullshit when y'all stole a modem out the studio.
These niggas is going in.
Yeah, that's a
Niggas
fact.
ain't have no internet. These niggas stole.
So John,
That's some real shit.
So what John,
that's petty.
OD. So what John used to do is he used to have Ola like be the manager of like the studio sessions, like, you know what I'm saying. So it was the night when everybody was going home or whatever. So we would stay in the night and just manage the sessions. So there was one particular night where we had some spot and they got these like Apple. It was what was the? It's not the MacBook Airs. Excuse me. It's not a one of them Apple, like I forgot what it's called, bro. Anyways. We see these modems, my nigga. We from the hood, bro. Like we don't know about this shit. Like this shit looked in fire. They got the best shit in here. And
looking like I get a couple dollars.
This was like $4.99 too.
I get a couple
at
dollars
this time. And we took them shits, bro. Yeah, we took them, bro. We took them. Get them out of here. Back to the crib. Like we was using them for like 10 years before they even went kaput. But now we took them. We didn't think that it was gonna get back because John was just renting this spot. It wasn't like his spot. We wasn't stealing from him.
Yeah.
We was stealing from the spot that he rented out. So, you know, us being just dumb, we didn't realize like they gonna blame John.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we did that. That kind of get messed up.
Sure enough, Shites got the blame. Which ended up to me getting the blame.
Yeah.
And me ended up
MacBook Mini, that what it was called.
MacBook
Mini just came out. They just literally just dropped. It was a MacBook Mini, and we took them shits, bro. I took them. There was 2 of them.
Right. So you know, I want to keep on course because I was a bad friend at times. I had bad friend moments, and I could, you know, I'm a grown up. So and we done been through this. So I've grown, but I've definitely had bad friend moments.
Yeah, he was wild,
you
bro.
know, and a lot of my shit, like, you know, this is 2010. George Cush is when I had my twins. That picture right there was 2010. I'm a new father of 3, right? Because I already have my son who's already there, and I got 2 babies at once. Then I got Chanel. Then I got this rap career that I'm trying to live, and I'm hustling, and I'm doing everything, and I'm paying everybody too. I just, you know, I didn't get to pay you niggas, but I was paying everybody else. Everybody was in my motherfucking pockets.
That was the problem too. We said everybody else getting
in my
paid.
motherfucking pockets, so it wasn't really, you know what I mean? Gotta pay the lawyer, gotta pay the management, gotta pay this, gotta pay that, gotta pay that. at the end of the day, now I still got I got 3 kids and my lady at home, and I'm living this rap life. So that's my reasoning for it. It doesn't make it right because I was a bad friend at that time. However, I still felt like I was given opportunities that would make up for that.
I'm with you.
But I was a bad friend. I could have did better at that time.
Yeah, but you wasn't even. Yeah, I mean, it was mad funny shit. Like it was. I remember time Smoke had a show in downtown, right by Bad Boy Studios. I forgot what the spot was called.
Downtown.
Nah, it was some weirdo like Caribbean kind of name.
Downtown, I think, was the name of it.
Nah,
the shit by Daddy's house. Or
right by Daddy's house.
Yeah, where niggas couldn't get into the show.
We couldn't get in. That was in a funny time too. Like I remember me and my man Kurt. Shout out to Kurt. Like we pulled up, smoking there, having a lolly good old time. Hey, he got all his niggas in. I pull up, niggas like you cannot get in. I'm calling niggas Smoke. He didn't even come outside. So it was little shit like that was going on, bro. It was little shit. Imagine we 18, 19, like, you know, you do that shit when you a little bit older, you got a little bit more perspective behind it. Like, yo, he got no control of that shit, you know what I'm saying? But as a young nigga, when you with this nigga back to back,
that's
you know
my man.
Nah, my man gotta get me in there. You getting all these other niggas in there. So it was little things like that, you know what I'm saying? But I remember Smoke, you know, how he even used to introduce me, bro. Like, there was a time where we met some dude named C, you know what I'm saying? And he introduced me to C. He was like, yo, this is Bamz, Nate Bamz. Yo, this is the Bleak, I'm Jay. That's how he used to introduce me to. Like, that, I was cool with that. I was under him. And I remember around this time, because we said about, like, you know, I always knew you was a leader. That same C nigga came to me one time, probably a few months later, and he was like, yo, you know, Smoke introduced you as Bleak, but honestly, bro, you bigger than that, bro. So again, like, you know what I'm saying, I was already filling myself up with, I had my own ideas and my own identity that I wanted to do and shit like that. But it was a lot of things that was adding up to that, you know what I'm saying? Smoke, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
that's
he was
crazy.
A bad friend.
That created Bodega Bamz.
He was a bad friend.
He was a very bad friend, man.
That's crazy.
Cause we did a lot, bro. We did a lot for this nigga, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we didn't do it looking for anything, nigga. Like, we just wanted a little bit appreciation. And around this time, I understand because, you know, we older now, like, this is when my son was really, this is his going out party. Like, this is when he really getting attention. Like, and it's a different kind of attention. So, you know, when you don't have the proper training, bro, and you ain't got nobody older than you who's really putting you on to game, you know, it's just trial and error, bro. You gonna learn as you go. So a lot of things we didn't have to take personal that he was doing. He wasn't personally doing it to us. We were expecting more. And, you know, when you get older, you just, you live with less expectancy.
Right.
As a kid, you want niggas to give you this and give you that without saying it.
Right.
And then you get older and you realize closed mouth don't get fed. We never asked him for no paper, but we was expecting it. Why?
That's crazy.
We never had a conversation like, yo, Smoke, give me $1,000. I'm sure if we asked him, he probably would have gave it to us. Cause Smoke ain't never been a cheap nigga.
Yeah.
Smoke ain't never been a cheap nigga.
That's a fact.
But we never had those convos. So as a young kid, again, you realize that now if you want something to say, speak up. We was expecting things, you know what I'm saying? And that's when it went wrong. Cause Smoke is not paying attention to what we expecting. He gotta worry about him and what he doing. Like he said, his life, he got kids and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it was trial and error, bro.
Your music mirrors that energy though.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No
Proud
bullshit.
and powerful individual.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what Poppy stands
I'm here.
for.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
So right, and I know you got some questions, and I want you.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna let you get into it too.
Nah. Go.
I just want to.
Bro, I'm learning. Go ahead, brother. Y'all got shit to do. Let's go.
You know, like we were saying, it was a culmination of things that led up to us not speaking in this grand time. Now we always go through shit. It will be times where you and Ola will be going through shit, and your mom would call me like, "Can you please fix this?"
Word, man.
Because they not talking to nobody. Everybody's trying to get them to speak, and you the only one that they're gonna listen to. These were the conversations that I would have with your moms.
Yeah, man.
For you and Obi. So we were brothers, right? So a lot of the shit that we went through, I always looked at it like, whatever, those my little brothers. So anyway, after that time me and Obi had that conversation, I feel like that's when we all just stopped working with each other.
Yes, for sure.
And you started to find your way. Before that, I don't know. You're gonna refresh my memory on how you met this particular person. But I remember when I did 4 Loco, I recorded it at your place.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I was recording, you know, even THC. I recorded George Cush, Rolling Stone, and THC at the Bodega.
You had a run in there.
Right. And this particular time, I came to the crib with Yams and Rocky.
Yes, sir.
Because Rocky recorded 4 Loco at your crib.
At my crib.
And
history.
This is before we stopped speaking.
Mm-hmm. This was the tail end of it. This was like the end of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you meet Yams? Was that your first time?
That was my first
Yams?
time meeting Yams.
That's crazy.
And when he went there, he was quiet. Rocky already knew me because shout out to my man KO, like Iffy. Iffy was cool with him, and Rocky Rocky used to hang out with niggas on the east side, so we knew of Rocky. So when first time I met Rocky was the same time I met Rams, and Rocky was like praising me, like, yo Bams, I like this record, I like that record, because I was doing my own thing too. But Yams I never met. And I remember he came through and he had an iceberg shirt on. He had some shades on. He had his hands, but he was quiet.
That's
and
crazy.
Rocky was just conversing with each other. I think Steve was there too. Yeah, that was the first time I met Yams,
That's
bro.
fucking crazy.
That's crazy,
And then after
bro.
that, after he left, I took initiative and I DM'd him. Because I knew who he was, because this is when they about to blow up. So when he left, I DM'd him on Twitter. And I said, yo, it's great to meet you. Blah, blah, much success to y'all. And then he replied back like, yo, shout out to Calendar. He was like, yo, Cal Ben told me to go fuck with y'all. So anything you need from me, I got you. And then that's
Straight
how,
like that.
our
But he didn't
relationship-
say that.
Right, and he didn't say that then. He was like, anything you need from me, I got y'all niggas, whatever. So then, once that was set up, now we like, what we need Smoke for?
Yeah,
We
I
over
could.
here. Smoke ain't really helping us over here. I'm gonna go fuck with this nigga. So that's how it kind of. Remember, it got kind of funky, bro.
I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah.
Right. So all right. So that's crazy because me speaking the story out loud, I didn't remember how you actually met Steve. I thought you might have had already knew him.
Nah.
But that's
That was
ill.
the first time in the physical form I met that brother.
That's
yo.
ill. So right. So then we stopped speaking, and now it's
R.I.P.,
kind of
man.
RP and beginning.
Word.
So because we're gonna get into more of Yams.
Shit crazy.
Right. So we had stopped speaking, and now it's starting to get a little heated because we both got crews, and the chatter started to happen, and you kind of seen the division quietly if you paid enough attention to both sides. And what was the not the record, because I know the record, what album? This is your first album actually that's coming out, your first mixtape, right?
Yeah.
What was the name of that mixtape?
Strictly for my poppies.
Strictly for
My
my poppies.
poppies.
Now, this is me on the other side now, because now my little brother is the opposition. And I never wanted to rap against Bamz because I always feel like when you do shit like that, it leaves a stain for other shit. And I'm like, I'm not about to have no fucking battle with my brother. This is not Bret and Owen Hart. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna antagonize this nigga. I'm gonna piss him off. And I know just how to piss him off. So at this time, I was starting to assemble my own crew of rappers now. And I had Nem and I had Aldo.
Niggas is talking, boy.
And Aldo was, you and Aldo had a lot of music together.
Yeah, we introduced you.
You
if I can
introduced me
remember.
to Aldo.
Right.
I met Aldo at the Bodega. And me and Aldo got cool. And me and his friends got cool. Me and Biz still close up to this day. One of my close friends. And I grew a liking to him from there. And then when things started to unfold, and I'm like, I think he was like subbing me on Twitter. Like, he might have just been doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
Smoke what happened was, that's what started happening. Like, niggas started getting their own names or whatever, and Smoke started formulating his crew. First, you know what I'm saying, like, Smoke started, he brought up that gentleman, Aldo, and he was doing, but no one's to Aldo. He had no idea.
right.
He kind of just like went with whoever he felt was hotter, so he went that route. and we had a situation whatever with us, you know what I'm saying? So that kind of like made his passageway much easier. But Smoke was like using him as like as a puppet. So Smoke was doing things that we asked him to do for us, and he was doing it with him. So we immediately knew that this nigga was doing that shit just to get under our skin. There was one particular time where I made a song that he's referencing to. So
Where the horns at?
Where your horns at? So the way that song came about, I never forget. We in the bodega recording music, and the nigga Ola showed me a picture of Smoke, Aldo, and Big Crit.
We was on tour.
And I was like, damn, bro, this nigga whole time, I never could even take a picture with this nigga. This nigga just met this nigga, he doing all this funny shit. Oh, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna kill this nigga. And that was the motivation, bro, a picture. So I'm smoking these niggas, bro. This nigga too? I didn't mention Big Crit, I mentioned both of them niggas. Because I felt like also too, he had a lot to do with it too, the Aldo nigga. Cause I feel like, come on, bro, I introduced you to this nigga too. So I'm hot, nigga. And my name is bubbling. So I'm like, oh, I'm smoking this nigga. And then on top of that, I'll never forget, which to this day, one time we was in South by Southwest, which I went with Smoke, right? And I wasn't nobody yet. I was with Smoke, nigga, running around. Remember we ran to Machine Gun Kelly, running around. All these niggas. There was a show. There was a show in South by Southwest that had Kendrick Lamar, Yellow Wolf, Currency, Wiz, Machine Gun Kelly, all these niggas back to back to back to back. It was my first time even seeing Kendrick. Anyways, I remember we went to a spot. This is around the time where John was managing.
I'm not gonna allow that slander. I'm not gonna allow that slander.
I never forget that.
Next.
And I never brought this up before. Yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna we gonna rest on that. So anyway, so when the horns come out, this nigga's fucking shooting at me. Mind you, I'm proud and I'm mad at the same time. Because I'm proud that this nigga is standing and becoming the guy that I knew he was gonna be. He got that recognition and notoriety without me, and
made him stronger.
And I now became the target. So
number one op,
right? So regardless, I always need something to fuel my fire as well.
I was around, yeah.
So, with all that being said, with all the petty shit that was happening. I remember, I feel like I had spoke to Yams about it. Actually, I spoke to Peter Rosenberg about it. Because it started, I think when Peter Rosenberg played the record, I texted him immediately.
And you had an interview, Rosenberg interview, asked you about him.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Rosenberg is my man.
Yeah, facts.
Guy.
Right? Very, very good guy. Pro New York. He didn't know nothing about nothing, so once he got the wind of it, then it was mediation. He was trying to mediate.
Yeah.
He wasn't the only one trying to mediate it, but he was mediating it.
It was getting funky.
It was getting funky.
Yeah.
Because the shit started it was playing on the radio.
But y'all started growing in power too at the same time.
And I didn't. What happened was I didn't even plan that. Like I didn't go to Rosenberg and Cypher Sounds and said play where your horns at. They heard the record and instantaneously they're like, yo, we want to play that. I'm not gonna tell niggas no. I'm not gonna say, well, this is a song I'm talking about such and such. They played it because of the sound and how it came in. So it wasn't even planned that way. So imagine a nigga like him, listening to the radio on his way somewhere in the cab and you hear that record playing.
Nah, it gets better.
And then Rosenberg had no idea though of the backstory.
Niggas is sending me the record. Fuck me listening to the radio. I don't even gotta look.
Right.
Everybody's in my phone. Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Shout out to Els. Yo, Els was one of them niggas. And yo, you know who else was another nigga? I don't know if you want to say his name, but some from the east side that I be seeing.
Denton.
Okay, cool.
Denton's name's been coming up a lot. And I'm gonna say this. I love Denton. I have mad love for Denton. Denton is one of the most amazing rappers I've ever encountered and worked with.
For sure.
However, he's a piece of shit. That just is what it is.
It is what it is.
I love him to death. Hey, yo, it is what it is.
He was
you
going
got brothers
crazy.
and uncles that you don't fuck with, and he's one of them.
He was going crazy on Twitter. I remember he was talking crazy. I never forget what Den said. Nigga said,
don't even repeat what this.
No. It was about me.
Shit.
He was like, how the third string is talking like the first string. I said, yeah.
Yo, one thing I will say about that nigga probably top 5 funniest niggas I've ever known.
OD.
Niggas hilarious.
Niggas said, how the... I was like,
Try to say I look like that nigga. I don't look like that nigga. I don't look like that nigga. You crazy, nigga.
When I say piece of shit, I say that in the most brotherly way. Like he's done piece of shit things to me. Personally,
yeah, he's. So, I've had. I got a whole story.
Whatever, you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. Shout out to Denton because.
But he was a nigga that was talking shit.
Hold no malice.
Els was going hard. Els was hot. You know what I'm saying? I visibly seen that because there was a lot of indirects on Twitter. This is like before Instagram was really popping too. Yeah. Everything was on Twitter, so there was a lot of indirects on Twitter. Like.
And then we seen you with Yams and them, and then you know these is my little brothers too, and niggas like 12E I had songs with, and they was kind of like they ain't really know which way to sway.
Yo, bro, you know what's crazy? Damn, so we had a show in Santos Party House. You bring up the 12E niggas, so me and 12E had a show in Santos Party House, right? So. I had brought out Nori, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a good time in New York, you know what I mean? And we performed Where Your Horns At. So what happened was I performed, this is my first show, like, ever. It was sold out, it was a great time. So I performed, they're like, encore. So I come back out, and they put Where Your Horns At. So when I come back out, Brocky Marciano was on stage.
Okay. Okay, that's crazy.
Right? So Pete.
Shout out to Brock. That's my
Shout out to Brock, man. And I feel horrible behind this. Horrible. And this is me being an older man, being more mature, and realizing that was a stupid ass mistake that I had done. You know what I'm saying? But Brocky was on stage, and I knew Brocky was cool with John. And I remember we said, get this nigga the fuck off the stage. Get him off. And he was like, he wasn't trying to go.
Nah, Brock wasn't with the shits.
He wasn't trying to go off the stage, though.
He wasn't trying to get off the stage.
We wasn't trying to get off the stage. But we had to get him, like, nah, get this nigga, like... That's the type of vibe it was that
it was hot.
And it was hot. And when the word got back to me, it got even hotter.
And I remember Brocky, it was a time where Brocky was like standing like, he couldn't understand like, yo, what that got to do with me? Like, why y'all doing that to me? Mind you, we knew Brocky from before when Brocky was first coming up, but we told him, and then 12E tried to get it because 12E had invited Brocky. So 12E getting in the midst of it, he like, yo, what's up, bro? Why y'all niggas doing that? And we like, nah, nigga, we doing it, nigga. Get him off the fucking stage.
It was just the energy.
And he got off the stage. Yeah. But that's the type of time we was on.
Yeah,
we was on bullshit time. I remember they was in like Brooklyn Bowl or like some shit. We went there like 30 deep. They was gone at this time. We was just doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, it was just like stupid shit. And it, you know, I never wanted it to get to another level, ever. So that never was the end goal. The end goal was, how much can I piss these niggas off until we speak? and you know, like I said, I was, you know, when you don't fuck with somebody, you send that kite out. So I was, you know, telling some of my my comrades, you know, y'all don't fuck with that. I remember you ran into Action Bronson.
Ooh.
And Bronson, you know, that's my guy.
These niggas is talking.
This was my guy back then too. I feel like I brought Bronson to your crib when we did our first song.
Yes, you did.
Right.
Yes, you did. He used to put his roll ups in the freezer.
Right. And
never seen that before.
Smoking Dutchess.
Yeah.
Action Bronson was smoking Dutchess. And you put the roll ups in freezers, whatever. And you know, we was eating chicharrones and Hueso, chicharron de pollo and Hueso.
Good times with that guy.
And
white man.
Yeah.
Uptown in the Heights.
Right. And I remember I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking with him. And he saw you.
Yeah.
And he said, hey, man, Smoke Dza's not fucking with you.
Yeah.
But I ain't got nothing to do with that shit. But he said, so like, so I was planting a lot of seeds, right? So now, you know, the shit with Brian, mad shit happened, and then something happened at Double XL with one of my homies.
Yeah, that was stupid.
That was another stupid.
Ridiculous with my mans at the time.
Yeah, it was a lot of ridiculous shit.
Oh, man.
And then a phone call. They like, yo, this is getting out of hand. My guy and your guy, they need to sit down. Because this shit is, what I'm understanding, this shit is bigger than some rap shit.
Yeah.
It's like some personal brother shit. Like, they need to sit down. So we set up a meeting in the Echo building at the time.
And Mark Echo was there.
Right.
He was walking around.
Right.
This before Complex was even popping.
That's crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
So, we speak.
Nigga, the first thing we do when we sat down, we just laughed. We laughed. Nigga so looked at me, all I was like, And just start looking like that. And John was the hostile one.
John was hot.
John was hostile. Hey man, yeah, put my company, man. I'm a 6-0 Crick, man. Yo, John, man, shut up, John. Yo, shut up, John. He was hot. And so was like, John, chill.
And mind you, he said, because I did an interview, the last interview was with Johnny. I won't put this one out after that. And you know, we was talking about our shit, and the big reveal was, and you ain't give us the 350 for the camera, nigga.
This is getting into a whole different thing where somebody could lose their life over this shit. I was like, yo, let's have a sit down. We sat down, and these motherfuckers, I'll never forget. Nate is like, but yo, you didn't pay me back for the camera, bro. You didn't give me back the money for the camera. And this is like, I forget what Dizza said exactly, but then Ola was like, yeah, bro. Like, what about the camera, man? We wanted that camera, man. You stole that from us. And I said, yo, Dizza. Did you steal a camera from them? And he was like,
I
didn't steal it, but like,
Yeah. Word. And this nigga Shipes is like,
all this over $350?
all of this shit is over $350? I think I'm gonna name this episode $350.
Yeah, you got to.
So then after, so then
it's $350.
so then after that, you know what I mean, we came to terms with
crazy.
We're fucking grown-ups. You know, all our family was excited.
John was hot, bro.
Yeah.
Go back to John, man. I'll fucking kill you, Nate. Cause John called me Nate. He don't call me Bamz. To this day, he called me Nate. Yo, John, we looking at John like, yo, John, man. Yo, shut up, John. Yo, shut up, John. I'll thrash you, my nigga. Like,
and John, you know, Johnny is a hot boy.
he was hot. John was on one, and then it turned into that. You know what I'm saying? But then Deep and John brought it up. He was like, yo, man, this shit is book. He even said it right there. He was like, yo, this is bullshit, Smoke. He's like, yo, I never even had a problem with Nate and O, yo. I'm over here with you because of y'all problem, and this now you making me mad, Smoke. He's like, at these niggas, and I never really had a problem with these niggas. Cause John, I tell you, bro, like, nigga, I used to do missions with John, bro. Me and my brother, bro.
You remember we drove to Ohio?
To High Tech Studio. Yo, bro, I tell that story to this day. Niggas needed a driver. Right? Because John didn't drive and Smoke damn well didn't drive. Right? And I'm 21 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga John was like, yo, Nate, we have to drive to Cincinnati. Go meet High Tech. You want to come? I said, yeah, why not? I go. My nigga, I drove 13 hours straight. The drive is cool, right? But what gets bad? When you drive and you look back and both of them niggas is sleeping.
You by yourself.
And you by yourself.
Yeah.
I drove 13 hours straight, bro. Went to High Tech Studio. That was a crazy experience. This nigga got a studio in an old supermarket. Remember that shit, Smoke?
That's crazy.
The old meat freezer doors was the booth.
The booth. Yeah,
I've never seen a studio like that in my life. That was a good experience, and then I drove back. But yeah, we would do shit like that with John all the time. Go to the Hamptons, drive this person, that person.
Speaking of the Hamptons, because you used to come on a lot of missions with us, like you
used
said.
to be with Mark Ronson.
Damn. Scott Disick.
Scott Disick. Hey, yo, Scott is my nigga.
That's crazy.
John used to be cool with Tom who was best friends to Scott. And I never forget. I'm glad you brought us up.
That's crazy.
John had a spot in Grant Street or somewhere around there, around the Bowery and all that areas. Remember, his roommate was Tom. And I remember I pull up and Scott's there, the nigga from the Kardashians, and he introduced me. And me and Scott kicked it off. Like, I'm a young 19-year-old. He's this white guy from the Hamptons. Like, this is like his introduction into rap at this time. This is like 18 years ago, bro. And I never forget, bro, from that first time me and that man Scott met, we got cool. And one particular time we went to the Hamptons, we would go to Hamptons all the time. And Mark Ronson was DJing at a party. So we went up there, and I was younger than these niggas. So
niggas in the Hamptons.
We pulled up to the Hamptons, and I couldn't get in because I was 18.
Damn.
Like, Smoke could get in, Smoke was John, everybody get in. That nigga Scott came out of the club, told the bouncer, Bamz, no, he's good. Bring him in. Bring me in. When Scott bring me in the club, I'm 18, bro. Scott bring me in the club. Nigga say, yo, Bamz, grab any champagne bottle you want. Nigga
left the club with the champagne.
All that.
I'm with you.
I'm in the hole. We hood niggas.
Nigga, yeah.
What? You said grab every champagne bottle? I grabbed, nigga, I might have grabbed, Lindsay Lohan was there that night. How about that? I'm grabbing bottles, nigga, because Scott told me. Scott Disick, bro. Facts.
That's crazy.
And from that point on, nigga was always good in my book. I'm like, this nigga's a gangster, bro. Nigga said, Bamz, he's good. He's good.
Son talking.
Now I know you got some questions you had for.
I mean, my man, he going in, man.
We gonna keep going, but
now I wanted to talk about my son's acting career.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I see you on FBI and all that doing your thing.
That was wavy.
You know what I'm saying? I fucked with you. You know what I'm saying? We knew I was around all this time that was going on. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I've been in your spot though. You might not remember me. I've been in your spot.
He was telling me you changed a little bit.
Yeah. I lost some weight and shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Cause I was like, yo, something look wild familiar, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was around. I went to a little spot, y'all had a little studio and a little hole over there.
Facts,
that shit was
158.
fire.
Yeah, that was a good vibe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, talk about your acting. What you see yourself doing with that?
I mean, the acting, you know, I always wanted to be an actor. Like, you know, rapping, I got introduced with Smoke in high school. I didn't have no ambition to be a rapper or none of that. Like, but acting I always was into, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my brother is big on movies. Mm-hmm. That's what I do on my spare time. I go to the movies. Like, I'm just a movie head, so I always wanted to be an actor. And
how did that shit feel to be on a real set coming from where you coming from, bro? That transition.
Yo, bro, I was, first of all, number one, it was cool because I got to see like both sides of the coin. So I see how they treat rappers and I see how they treat actors. And when the way they treated me, I was like, I don't want to rap no more. They were saying like just being on set, being in these lots in Paramount where you know this movie was made here and that movie was made
it's
here.
It's inspiring.
Like a nigga like me, I'm big on history, so when I'm in that kind of air,
right.
I'm just on a different level. So it was just incredible, just getting my first opportunity, bro, to actually be in my own trailer, getting flown out on some acting shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the way they treated me, you know what I mean? Even my writer, like my shit was Gucci, like everything was good, like, but that told me right there, like, oh, this is something I always wanted to do as a kid. And I'm like, you know what? This is something I'm going to die doing. Like, I mean, like, you know, I don't want to be rapping when I'm 50.
Right.
I want to be acting when I'm 80.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
so I knew that. I kind of knew that. Sometimes I feel like, you know, the acting might very well be like my main. Like it might be the main passion, like
I'm with you.
And the music was what opened it. Music was just a ploy. You know what I'm saying? Like here, I thought that music was gonna take me farther, but I feel like music was just the gateway to the acting. I think the acting is my real calling. The music shit I had to fight for, bro. I had to like crawl and I had to get good and I had to like be cool with this person, that person.
You feel like this you was a natural to it?
I feel like I was a natural to the acting. Mm-hmm. The music was not natural.
Yeah,
music I had to earn everything.
Right.
So I feel like
fighting uphill type shit.
Yeah, and I feel like the transition with acting was just so smooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's because maybe that was what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. But because we from the hood, we don't got casting directors and we don't know directors.
We don't know about that, yeah.
But there's a rapper on every corner.
Right.
So we emulate what we want to see every day. So.
That's a fact.
What was your first gig acting?
It was a Showtime series called Smilf. Mm-hmm. And it ran for 2 years. And crazy enough is I played the best friend of the baby father on the show, and the baby father is Aztec. Remember Aztec, the rapper?
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Miguel. Like, and when I seen him, because I knew who he was, because we used to watch Smack DVDs, and he got signed to Jay-Z or whatever. Mm-hmm. So when I realized it was like Miguel's gonna play, I googled his name and I said, this nigga look familiar. Oh, this is Aztec. So I never forget when we was on set. When I seen the nigga, I said, yo man, big fan, man. He said, nah, bro, I'm a big fan. Like that. And this is he's a Colombian, Latino, Hispanic dude. So I appreciated that he had a situation even with Jay-Z and them niggas. Like, so I paid homage. I paid homage to everybody.
Right.
And he returned fire like, nah, nigga, what you do, I didn't even smell. I didn't even do that. You the real representation. He told me first time we went on set. So I thought that was
really
cool.
are though.
Thank you, man. I thought that was just fire though. How my co-star is a nigga who was in rap. You know what I'm saying? And he was a Latino, and that shit was dope. But that was my first.
Nah, you broke through the culture different. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas who grew up in the 80s that's Latino, like 85 and up, like 83 and up, I was a little different. We and you know what I'm saying? We brought it together. You know what I'm saying? You talked about the black and Latino. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you feel? How do you feel your positioning what Latinos are in hip hop?
Oh
right
man,
now?
my shit is solidified. Not even like to toot my
Nah,
own
I'm not. Yeah, but I'm with you on that.
My shit is solidified because that's what we wanted to do, bro.
Right.
Like we was tired of like looking corny. We was tired of being corny. Like me specifically, I'm looking at the playing field as a consumer, and I'm like, nah, these niggas, I don't want to be like these Latinos. That's how I'm right now.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
You
I'm
wanted
like,
to show us a new Latino.
yeah, and I was like, you know what? I might not be the one. This was my whole thing. I was like, I might not be the one, but I want to be something. And when I get in it, I'm going to showcase like what we really about. We wavy, like everything about us, our food, the way we talk, the way we carry ourselves. That's never really been shown. It wasn't shown at this particular time. Niggas ain't even waving their flags. Oh nah, y'all only coming out on the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Oh nah, it's quiet for you niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking. I had like, we was on one. So when I got the opportunity, we showcased that shit, bro. We made this shit look good.
They play reggaeton on Hot 97 now, bro.
We made, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the culture shift, especially in New York.
We came in this shit smoking, bro, and we knew exactly. And that's how I knew it was going to set me apart from everybody else. Because he's a Latino and he's being Latino.
Right.
He's not.
You talking about pun.
Right. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to be nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Was he your biggest influence?
Nah.
I know who your biggest influence. I just want you to say it.
Who?
DMX.
That's a fact. Yeah. DMX.
I just wanted you to say it though.
Yeah, DMX. Nah, I want you to know.
I did my research on you.
Yeah, DMX was, bro. I got into pun later on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got into pun off of necessity. Because pun wasn't even that popping where we was from. Yo, pun niggas wasn't popping in Harlem.
Yeah,
it was Jigga, it was X, it was Mason.
But I lived in the Bronx at that time. That's funny. On pun, I'm not gonna even go there because niggas gonna think I'm lying. But go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying. Like pun wasn't even pun at this time. I never forget. This is one of the things that made me want to represent my culture. These are one of the moments that I had that made me want to represent my culture when I got older. This is CD Walkman era, bro. I never forget. I'm coming from high school. And I'm going to the east side, and I have Capital Punishment in my CD Walkman, bro.
Talk to him.
I see a black brother of mine, you know what I'm saying? He in the project. I used to go to some projects out there, or whatever. And he was in the projects. He's like, yo, what you listening to? And he popped over my shit, and he was like, yo, what this Spanish shit? What is this Spanish shit?
Yeah.
And that shit was eye-popping to me,
how did that feel? Yeah, talk about that,
like,
though, bro.
Wow. We were talking about the black and Hispanics back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, bro, like, that's some racist.
Yeah.
Kept my mouth shut.
Whack.
But that was something that I always replayed in my head when I got in this game. I was going to show me. I was going to show Latinos. I wasn't going to let nobody say, what is this Spanish shit? And that was a moment that I kept here, bro. I never forget, bro, because that was, that was how they felt. He represented the youth at that particular time. Nigga wasn't jacking pun.
Not to stop you. Is that the reason you kind of, like, some people could say you be overly Spanish with your shit? Is that subliminally to come at that narrative?
Well, first of all, you got to question the people who say I'm overly Spanish, because and one particular person that said I was overly Spanish was an older black dude who is in the cloth of.
That's a fact.
We don't like Spanish and we don't like black. So they're gonna say that.
Yep.
Anybody who is from this era and this culture, how am I overly Spanish? And even if I was overly Spanish, ain't nobody else doing it. Y'all niggas not even remotely Spanish. How about that?
Talk.
Y'all not even remotely Spanish. So here I come being overly, and now niggas gonna say, oh, he being too much. What?
I respect that.
But you know what's messed up is that I took that in consideration, and it made me try to switch.
And when you switch, what did that feel like for you?
It felt like I wasn't being me. It felt like I wasn't being me. You know what I'm saying?
Did that inspire?
Yo, why you being so Latino for? I feel like I can't get down with it. What? Nigga, they don't get down with it. That should have been my attitude. But I'm trying to cater to niggas. Oh, I want to get in this business. I want to make it. Let me cater to this nigga that don't mean nothing.
Down with you.
But bust it, right? Because it's ill that you say that, because at a part of your hype, which is one of my favorite records that you ever done, was Don Francisco.
Yeah, the original Latin trap.
Right? And that record was huge.
Super.
You know what I mean? So, to go back to that, maybe staying on that course might have been the thing to do. But
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Great point. Exactly. That was a winning formula. Nobody made a record like that at this particular time. Now you got I Like It Like That, Cardi B.
Yep.
That's
number
I Like
one.
It Like That.
Number uno. That's a fact.
In 2012. And you listen to Don Francisco, it's the same cadence, the same element. It's the same inspiration, bro. So again, that was a winning formula. It went, and especially in New York, in the tri-state, that shit was going crazy, nigga. Like we was running around crazy when that record was on the radio. It showed me how the streets work too. It showed me. I literally got the taste of. I got popping on the internet and I'm popping on the radio. Like those are two different elements, bro.
That's a fact.
Talk about it.
So the element of the radio is streets.
Yep.
That's how the gangsters. That's how the people from the streets respect the internet. Shit is the blogosphere, the people who write up shit on the blog. So when you can get the internet and the streets, bro, my nigga, you untouchable, bro. A lot of niggas don't mess in those two fields.
The streets meaning the general population.
Anybody who listens to the radio who don't know what Two Dope Boys is.
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy? The streets, so the internet gives you a following.
Right.
The internet gets you this cult following.
Cult following.
It gets you this kind of this
People
cool,
that's checking for you.
See, the streets is just what I hear, right? But the streets is good enough too because there's a lot of people who don't be on the internet or not following you, but they like that record that they're hearing. So I got both sides of the spectrum
That's
at
a
this
fact.
particular time. I'm getting noisy, I'm getting complex, I'm getting faded, and I'm on Hot 97. Niggas wasn't doing that, bro.
Word.
Not even my counterparts. Like the only nigga that was kind of doing that was French. Like nobody else was really getting both sides. I had both. Smoke was heavy on the internet. Before Smoke was even on the radio. I remember that was one of the things niggas was saying. They're like, that nigga Benz got on the radio. That shit was a big deal.
Yeah.
Cause nobody, nigga Rocky wasn't on the radio. Ferg wasn't on the radio yet. None of these niggas was on the radio, bro. Besides me and Fresh once, Action Bronson wasn't on the radio. None of these niggas was ever on the radio. And I was hitting primetime radio. I wasn't hitting this Rosenberg. I was hitting Angie. I was hitting Ebro.
Then you had the remix with French. So.
And I had the remix with French that I wanted to get somebody else on, but they asked me for a budget, so I got somebody else.
Smart businessman.
But yeah, bro, like,
Smart
so
businessman.
what I'm saying about the formula, you're right, that shit was working. But at the same time, things is happening so fast, and I never envisioned that I ever got in the radio, so I didn't realize I should keep on nailing this right here. But people started getting in my head. Yo, you being too Puerto Rican, you being too Dominican. Yo, cater to these people, cater to that people. And me being a person that wants to please everyone, I did it. When I should just continue following the formula. Even things to the point of Latin trap. Like, nigga, when I was saying it in 2011, I didn't know that it was going to turn into this conglomerate thing. If I was smart, I would have. If I was smart, I would have
stamped it
even more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just doing my due diligence as far as like when I was doing interviews, be it Mass Appeal, be it Noisy. When they asked me like, what is your music? How is it different from everybody else? That was my answer. My shit is Latin trap. That's how I used to answer. So I was just doing it like just organically, not knowing that somebody's gonna be inspired, that person gonna inspire, that person inspired, and then Bad Bunny gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it is. It's a domino effect. Bad Bunny probably don't even know me from a hole in the wall. But somebody he knew that they knew who Bodega Bamz and what he was doing in the States. What's that track eso?
That's
Latin trap.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, we don't want to do reggaeton no more. We want to do Latin trap. Reggaeton was corny. Niggas wasn't jacking reggaeton. Reggaeton just was already dead. They needed a new genre, a new name. Introducing Latin trap. I remember I had niggas coming from uptown. The big niggas from Latin trap, who wasn't even popping at that time, looking up me like, yo, Ben, you the one.
Yeah.
Come to my spot. Like, yo, you the one, bro.
You bridged the gap.
Bridge that.
Yeah, you bridged it.
And then I had people saying, well, you know, now that Latin trap is popping, what people say now is, well, you don't make music in Spanish, so you're not really Latin trap. So now I gotta get deep into why I made it, why I said it. Yo, bro, truth be told, my brother, and I don't even like saying this shit because I feel like niggas is just weirdos, but nobody was coining that phrase before me, bro. In the States, nobody.
Yo, shit.
Niggas is doing that in PR, I know that, that's cool. I can't talk for PR. But in New York, niggas was not coining that phrase, bro.
Facts.
And then that ended up becoming like a curse. Because then I'm over here worrying about, damn, they're not giving me the right recognition. They're not giving me the credit,
And you sitting here carrying both flags.
And I'm carrying it, right?
Yeah.
So but you know what's crazy? I shouldn't even let that get to me.
Yeah.
But it did, and I had to learn from that.
Charge it to the game.
I had to live. That's a fact.
Charge it to the game.
It's something else. We're gonna stay on course, but still, you know, in the journey of Bodega Bamz. So like for me, when I do shows,
talking. I'm sorry, Bamz talking.
Yeah, nah, that's why I got him up here. So for me, like my writer for show, my show writers like Champagne, Ounce of Weed, Face Towels, Gatorades, red Gatorades. What's the actor's writer like?
So mine's was first of all. So we have actors have something called crafty, which is like it's literally the best food you'll eat, bro. Like it's like at lunchtime, the spread is there, everything, nigga. You can ask for whatever, and it's called crafty services. That's what they call it.
Crafty services.
Every time you see food on set, like when on a real set, it's called crafty.
Okay.
So
don't say food, say crafty.
But you could get your personal too. You get your personal whatever, nigga. And at this particular time, now that I'm transitioning into acting, my whole diet changed too. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I'm healthy, bro. Like I want my cold cuts. I want waters, no Henny. Like I want fruit. Galore.
Nigga grew up, kid.
Yeah, bro. 'Cause we used to wild out, bro. Like we used to wild out the way I used to eat and drink. Forget about it, bro. Forget about it, bro. Like on tour, oh my God, bro. We was wilding, bro. Like if we lived the way we lived in real life, like on tour, we would be labeled alcoholics. We would be labeled drug addicts.
No, real talk.
Nigga, imagine you drinking 43 days straight. 43 days. Like, that's how long we on tour. Every day we drinking. And we not drinking one cup, we finishing 2 bottles. Before we even get to the venue, they got another bottle. So I could tell you how it should be, bro. The eating is just disgusting.
Yeah, it's fucking despicable.
So when I got to the acting shit, bro, yo, I use music like a soundboard, bro. Like everything that I did in music, I was like, I'm not doing it over here. Even to the point where how I greet people when I'm on set. I say hi to everyone, smile in their face. I'm happy, go lucky. I talk to them like they my best friends.
Different energy.
Cause I got super different energy. Cause I got the attitude of I'll be back.
Right.
I'll be back. So why not be nice? Why not be cool? Now on some rap shit like, yeah, what's up, man? I'm over here, man. I'm over there. Nah, nigga, with the acting shit, I'm cool with everyone, bro. Everyone, bro. Second team, third team, whoever you are, the runners, everybody, bro. I'm knowing niggas' names. I was like, and I had to learn through music what not to do so that I can do it.
Is any acting gigs you working on right now?
Yeah, for sure. Auditioning, been auditioning crazy, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my agents. They always send me out. I had an audition the other day for there's a movie with Gerard Butler coming out called Chase. I had some shit for Hulu. Like I'm working.
You're working, bro.
Working, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna hit one. We gonna hit one real soon. And it's gonna change. The same tenacity that I got that bringing the music, like I'm bringing that shit in acting, bro. Them niggas ain't never seen nothing like us.
I love it. Yo, bro, explain SAG to the people.
SAG. So SAG is a union. SAG is a union. Let me show y'all niggas, man.
Cause I know you got your SAG card and all that.
For sure. SAG is it's a union for actors. And hold on, my fault, bro.
No, you straight.
It's a union for actors. Cause I just got cause they give you a new card like all the time. So feel me, I'm out here, bro. Respect me, brother. This is real shit. So SAG is a union, SAG AFTRA,
Niggas got
Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists. So basically when I got on the show for Showtime, I need to be a SAG member to be a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be some walk-on person. So I had to pay a fee to join. It was like $3,600. Then I pay like, you know, my fees like every 3 months or whatever, every 4 months. I pay my fees, and then every year
I didn't even know that.
Every year your car gets renewed. So you know, SAG is basically that's something again where, you know, music don't have like to this day, bro. Like I get checks for that show that I did in 2018, 2017. Yo, bro, and it's fire. They'll send me any amount, and that's what I love about SAG. It's different with music. Like sometimes you gotta chase your money.
Chase a nigga for your back end.
My nigga, right for the back end. Nigga, I got a check that I hung up on my refrigerator from one of the shows I did for 75 cents. That's
like some pub checks.
Yo, bro, they bring you every pub check. They bring you every penny. I respect that, bro. Y'all out here really working, bro. I hung that shit up, bro. 75 cents, bro. Let me hang this shit up. This shit is fire. So, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so SAG is one of those things where, you know, all the actors you love are part of. Anybody you could think of, anybody who's popping, anybody.
Is it a process to get in there? Because anybody just can't.
Can't get in there. So my reason again is because I got on the show. I don't know how you can get on it without being on the show.
Right.
I don't know the process of that, but I had to be a part of SAG. I didn't want to because I didn't want to pay $3,600.
Did they pick you for that show?
Yeah.
Like they handpicked you? That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. Niggas reached out to me. They emailed me.
And it turned you on a new way of life.
You ever had an acting coach?
Never. I went to acting classes though after I did Smith like 2 years ago. It was fun. I want an acting coach though,
Yeah.
because I wanna add my natural ability with the technical side of it too.
The technical side of acting.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to be technical with it too. Like I want to know how to
You might have
digest.
to go through Shakespeare
Right,
and all
shit like that. Like, I want to know
yeah.
I want to know how to digest and how to study a role. You see, I can only be a role like how Bamz could do it. But I want to be out that box, nigga. Like I want to. You want me to play a drunk guidance counselor
Or a lawyer.
Or a lawyer, shit like that.
Yeah.
How do I study it? So I want an acting coach because I want to learn that side of the business, that technical side.
You know, I want to see you in different roles too. You know, I'm very fucking interested in this shit, and I always ask questions. And a part of the questions I'm asking is for myself too. I know a lot of our listeners, very intelligent listeners. Some know, some don't know. But for the ones that don't know, it's very informative. Yeah, and that's some ill shit. I know you got a lot of music that you're working on and shit right now, and I don't really like to talk about that type of shit because they can look at your Instagram for that.
Yeah.
El Camino out now though.
Yeah.
El Camino's all right now. It's been out for a while. Very, very good take.
Yeah.
That shit hard. Big shot my shit, but go ahead.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Niggas be tuned in. You know
Yeah,
what I
Big
mean?
Shot, that's my shit.
But more importantly, my brother, this obviously we got more shit to go through because show got shit. I just wanted to just break down and say, nigga, I love you, I appreciate you, and you've become who I've known you was always gonna become, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you, man. Nah, man, I'm
proud of you.
You know,
This some real shit right here, yo.
Yo, I never forget, you know what I'm saying, when me and Smoke was going through our thing or whatever, and one thing that gave me a different respect for this brother right here, this young man right here, is, when we finally got on the phone after all the stupid shit that was going on, and back and forth of different niggas in our ears just making shit worse, because that'd be messed up too, right? It'd be us.
It's always
and there's
the
always
niggas.
some extra niggas saying, adding their own little spin.
It's
they sauce
always
to
that,
it.
bro.
So, but I never forget when we got on the phone and nigga Smoke apologized to me, bro, and that shit, it opened me up. Cause I wasn't expecting that. And for a man, any man, you know what I'm saying, with his own ideas and his own personal and his own life, to humble himself to say sorry, like you gotta take that for what it's worth, bro.
Nah, 100%.
And that's important, you know what I'm saying? Because we need more people to apologize and be sorry. And we grow up in this environment, bro, where it's weak to say sorry, right? Like, we can't show that emotion, we can't show that side, and it's sad. Because we need to show that kind of side. Because
As we get older, it's bullshit.
Because real niggas are sorry.
Yup.
Real men say sorry. You know what I'm
Talk.
saying? Real men feel that emotion, bro. It's the niggas who don't feel that, who try to block that out. It's the niggas who's pussy and they herbs. The real niggas that I respect and I follow are niggas that show they man. They show they side.
And right they wrongs.
And they right they wrong. So when he said that, I was like, damn, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This brother changed. He's become a different person. Because again, saying sorry where we from, bro, that shit is not accepted. You know what I mean? It's not normal.
And sorry isn't accepted without changed behavior. You know what I mean? So, since then I've been a better friend.
For sure. And let me get, Smoke, you always been a good friend, my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always been a great guy. Like, the first time I ever made money in music was with Smoke. You know what I'm saying? I never forget, it was a $500 check, and it was for ringtone. And we did a ringtone, and Smoke didn't have to put me down with that shit. Smoke put me, he put curtains, you put mad different to your little friends around that time and shit like that. And it was $500, bro. I'm 19 years old, bro, and I was ecstatic, bro. I never made that kind of money off music ever in my life, bro. $5 check with my name on it.
Okay.
We was at
Stepping Stones.
Shout out to Perry Landisburg again.
We was at Right Track Studios when we was recording. Remember Right Track Studios on 38th Street?
Hell yeah.
That was a beautiful spot. I
mean,
remember we was recording one time and Nas was recording on the top floor and he had the whole floor blocked off. We couldn't even go
Nobody
up.
could even take the elevator up there.
But yeah, so Smoke, you was always a good friend, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You just like all of us. We get caught up in the moment.
Memory lane today, kid. This shit was hard.
We get caught up in the moment, man.
And this is, it's all love to everybody. You know what I mean? This is we all fucking grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas got kids, niggas got fucking businesses and responsibilities. Nobody got no time to beef.
Yeah, man, like for sure. Like niggas get older and we more seasoned and it's blessed that we even here. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is even here, like, and being able to do things that they love. That shit is crazy because we know a lot of niggas that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't around now. You know what I'm saying? Especially we was just talking about. I just brought up to my man Smoke. We had a friend called ATI.
My man Jose.
Word, and he been dead for like 17 years now, maybe even longer.
17.
Yeah. And he got murdered. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget. He liked me, like, cause I was different, and he was Dominican. He was a little bit different too, but he was just like one of us. He was a fan of Smoke. That's why he was around, and he was one of the first.
We met him on the Battle Tour, Manhattan Center.
Yup, that's a fact. And he was one of the first dudes that we asked him, yo, who's your favorite rapper? And he brought up Andre 3000. And me and Smoke from Harlem, we like, 3000? Who the fuck is them outcast niggas?
That's crazy.
He's like, yo, you gotta listen to Andre 3000, bro. He's crazy. Redman too. We like, Red who, nigga? We don't listen to that shit, bro. But he was on it.
He was on it. He knew it, yeah.
Right now, smiling.
Yeah, man. So I just, man, me and Smoke, we go way back, man. I remember Smoke. It's crazy you got that nigga picture up there. I remember I put Smoke on the Prodigy. Smoke was even jacking.
And I was about to say, I wasn't jacking none of the Queens.
None of them Queens niggas.
I was totally Brooklyn or Harlem. That's where I was at. It was Rockefeller, Bad Boy.
Yeah, or Dipset. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's a fact.
And y'all niggas made me listen. I think I got into, what was it, Infamous Mob?
Nigga, you got into HNIC.
Yeah, HNIC.
That was the album that changed my perspective.
I'm like, yo,
it
how
opened
you
me up?
Yeah.
Because I was just, you know, territorial with what I liked. I just wanted to just stick to that.
Nah.
And it made me become a Nas fan.
Yeah. Because me and Smoke used to have the crazy battle. Smoke used to live and die by, yo, Blueprint's the greatest album of all time.
That's a fact.
I used to tell a nigga like, nah, Nas is better than him, this and that. You know what I'm saying?
But still bad it came out. It changed my perspective.
And then, you know, and Prodigy had HNIC at this time. And that, to me, that was just an incredible album. That's one of my favorite albums to this day.
You made me listen to that album in Angel's crib in Long Island City.
I used to bring this nigga Smoke to Long Island to battle niggas in them Long Island. We used to take this nigga everywhere, bro. We used to drag this poor man fam. It's like, y'all gotta go home, nigga. You guys done, bro. Get me out of here, man. We used to show off, yo. We used to show this nigga Smoke off, yo. Shout out to my cousin Ace. He would do the same thing. We would drive around all Ace's friends in Long Island, these houses they used to live in, these boarded up houses. He used to bring the rappers outside. We got a nigga from Harlem. He gonna kill y'all. All that, bro.
These niggas used to steal cars, race cars.
Steal cars.
These niggas was some fucking wild motherfuckers, man.
I used to steal cars with my, you know what I'm saying, and my
niggas was some wild motherfuckers.
I used to strip them shits.
The real life rider man.
You know, my Spanish niggas always got a mechanic shop, bro. They always got that,
bro. My cousin is a mechanic.
You see what I'm saying?
My cousin is a mechanic. My cousin Dred.
Shout out to Dred. I was about to shout Dred out.
Shout out to Dred.
Yo,
yeah, we used to get the cars, strip them shits, man. One time, nigga, I came up on some like size 9 beef and broccoli Timbs he had in the trunk. Took that nigga Timbs. We used to live the car just on hubs, my nigga. Like, strip the shit, bro. Take the radio. Like, we used to wild out, bro. Wild
That's
out.
East Side shit.
Yeah,
for sure.
Fact.
East Side, New Jersey Drive.
New Jersey Drive.
East Side different, I'm telling you,
that
boy.
shit, like, the first time I watched mob movies was at y'all crib.
Oh, I put Smoke on the Sopranos,
Way.
Carlitos,
Goodfellas. We used to
Bronx Tale.
We used to go on marathons watching all of them shits.
Cause we had the DVDs.
Facts, cause your moms would bring you the DVD every Wednesday.
Oh man,
every Wednesday y'all niggas got McDonald's. The latest Jordans that came out. And then whatever CD that dropped.
Damn,
that's
bro,
crazy.
my mom. That's a fact. I never forget. It was so tradition. We used to get McDonald's every Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? My mom used to get paid every 2 weeks, so we get McDonald's. And I never forget, bro. This one particular Wednesday, I got locked up. Nigga, I had like a pistol, some weirdo shit. But I got locked up, and I'm sitting in that cell, bro, in the bookings, and I'm like, damn, it's Wednesday, man. And I'm envisioning
McDonald's.
I'm envisioning eating my Big Mac and having fun. That shit made me sad, bro.
That's crazy.
That's what made me sad, bro.
That nigga locked up for a pistol.
Yo, bro.
Think about it, McDonald's, my mom,
and I remember remember when I got my phone call and I talked to my mom. I said, "Mom, man, I miss McDonald's, man. Like I missed it today." You know what I'm saying? That shit was important, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Bro. But thank God, nothing transpired from that.
Life is beautiful,
Those was the
boy.
fucking times. Right, so this nigga got a segment on this show. Right.
Oh,
I don't know how familiar you are with this. I'm gonna play a little stupid music.
Yeah, I'm in the back, but you know what I'm saying? I do my Pornstar of the week. You know what I'm saying? You fuck with porn?
Yeah.
Come on, my nigga.
I don't want to no more. I ain't gonna lie.
But it's addiction.
We have our vices.
We have our vices.
You on it heavy?
I'm on it heavy. I'm not trying to chill. Like I'm one of them niggas. Like if I was a crackhead, like I'll be pookie dick. Like I don't want to chill.
My man.
Like, I'm trying to take this actually up a notch.
I feel you, bro. Why don't you just try being it?
Nah, cause I'm gonna keep it home and no homo. I don't think I need another tool on me, bro.
This nigga crazy. Why don't you try to be a director then, bro?
I need at least another, you know what I'm saying? Because
Hey, they got things
if I come out, I'm trying to be the man.
I heard you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm you know what I'm saying?
One time we was
I got special moves, but
one time we was in the club. I'll never forget this shit, bro. We was in the club and like on 138th Street or something like that, like on 12th Avenue. I forgot what it was called. Anyways, we in there and we in the section and we go to the bathroom pause and Tyson Bedford staying online or whatever, and then we go back to the VIP and nigga Nat Turner's in there.
What?
He stumbled in my section, bro.
Well, I seen that nigga rolling up Harlem streets on Lennox one day, my nigga.
I said, yo, Nat, man, take a bottle, bro. Give a nigga a bottle and all
That nigga,
He wasn't even
them
in my
niggas is
section.
legends, bro.
He
You
made
know
his
who
way.
Nat Turner is? The bald head nigga. No homo, man. Come on.
I don't even know Nat King Turner. I was just
Nah, we ain't doing that. We talking about Nat Turner, the porno nigga.
yeah.
He slay all the white joints. No
Yeah.
disrespect. Nat Turner.
Yeah,
No disrespect. I mean, he's not turning. Porn
But
is a
he
different
was-
world.
he-
Porn is a world you can express yourself.
You ever been to the Valley, bro? You ever been to
I've
California?
been to the Valley, but I haven't been. When we was just out there, I was
Right.
asking niggas to take me to it, but they ain't want. They not on that type of time like me.
You ever seen Boogie Nights?
That's the movie that changed my life. Yo, bro, Boogie Nights, Mark Wahlberg. Shout out to Mark. Yo,
Shout out to Mark Wahlberg, bro.
Yo, bro, I was watching that HBO. You know what I'm saying? With
facts.
Black Box.
Wow,
you know,
bro.
Black. I bring it back to the Black Box. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts. Yeah, Black Box.
Anyway, I wanted to keep it all Latin.
Okay.
I wanted to keep it all Latin. I stumbled on her the other day and I just thought it was God. And then, you know what I'm saying, when you called me, it was like, yo, we got bands. I'm like, I was all Latin with it because you know I'm a Broadway nigga and all that. You always snap on me. But my best friend was Dominican too. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Tia Nancy, Cynthia, you already
Tia
know.
Nancy.
You already know. But you know what I'm saying? I grew up in that flavor, went to IS-90. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? All that. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, shorty, I had to look her up. I'm going to keep it 100 with you because her titties is amazing. Boricua. ¿Qué pasa, Boricua? Listen, Katana Flores. But she got two names. Her name Jasmine too. I don't know why.
Katana, I never even heard of her.
Katana Flores.
She
You can
fire?
check her out. She fire.
explain
Shit,
this
look at the
damsel
rack.
to me.
Okay.
Come on, you see the rack. Bang Bros. You see the rack. Official.
Where can
you see
find?
it.
Where can you find?
You can find
Puerto
her-
Rican Jasmine.
Yeah, Puerto Rican Jasmine. That's what.
Where could you find Puerto Rican jazz?
Yo, you just put me on, bro.
Yo, I'm keeping it 100. If you want to catch one, you gonna catch one fast. Fucking with her.
She got.
The titties is amazing.
she
Puerto
got a-
Rican Jasmine or Katana Flores. Shout out to her. I'ma send the picture to my nigga Physics. He'll put it up on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We keeping it all Latin today. You know what I'm saying? Straight like
Now you
that.
just put me on.
My brother.
Katana Flores.
Katana Flores, Princess
Yeah.
Jasmine. No, Puerto
You
Rican
want to see?
Jasmine.
You want to see? Or Puerto Rican Jasmine or Katana Flores? That's the rap. Shorty bad though.
Damn, bro. So how long you been doing
How long
this?
I've been doing this? I've been doing this shit since Mad Cyphers was out. Before that, you know what I'm saying? Before that, I'm gonna keep it 100. I started my porn shit, bro. I got caught stealing my uncle tape, and I was in 5th grade, bro. I put it in my book bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because my cousin showed me it and that shit. The first time I watched porn, I had some funny feeling inside. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, that shit fucked me up, but I was just so intrigued with vagina. I was just obsessed. I stole the tape from my uncle, and my sister snitched on me. You know You know what I'm saying? Oh, he got a tape in his book bag. They pulled it out, whole family laughing at me. I was one of those niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was always getting caught like that. Napkins under my bed. I was always that nigga.
You said the black box, so you
I'm black box.
So you Spice Channel and all that?
Spice Channel. I said when it's 62, 63, you know the switch off.
Yo,
nigga.
You remember the Robin Bird show?
Yeah, Robin Bird. Babe, babe, we already did that, babe. Oh, you paying the nigga today?
No, I gotta pay
all right. Yeah, my fault. Give my man his 350.
Hey, yo, Tito.
Give my man his 350. Give my son his 350, bro.
Someone done paid. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
My driver
Tito. Dominican Tito, what's good, baby?
Dominican,
you know what I'm saying? We keeping it all Latin today, man. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, you already know, brother.
My driver Tito.
You know what I'm saying? But yo.
I ain't gonna lie, I got into the whole porn shit, bro. I'm late, bro. I got into that shit when I was 21, bro.
21? What type of you because you had joints?
Nah, not even, bro. I was just, yo, bro, like, I remember when
no disrespect. Like all my Latin brothers, cause I'm from Broadway, bro. I'm like a mad Dominican friend, man. I put it on. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my baby mom. She Puerto Rico, whatever. Long story short, y'all was late on porn.
To see my
y'all don't have privacy in your house.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's fine.
I'm sorry to say, you know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, leave the door open. What you closing this for? Yeah, I never had that. You know, I'm a black nigga, close the door. Mommy, what's up?
Yeah, we never had that.
I'm doing something wrong.
No, that's a good point, bro.
I'm keeping it 100. I know that's my man. You know what I'm saying?
And also, like, well, the reason why I got into it late too is because, like, you know, I grew up in church, bro, like all my life. Yeah, so. And that was like really frowned upon, like pornography, masturbation, like that shit was like, nah.
It's a sin. Masturbation is. It's self-mutilation. But fuck all that.
Lust is a sin as well, you know what I'm saying? But pornography, you know what I mean? Like just the process of like just watching something and then taking out your weasel and whacking it, like that shit is crazy, man. So when I was 21, that's when I got into it, cause when I'm a young nigga, I'm like, how niggas do that, bro? I feel like it hurt, like doing that shit. Bro. I'm like, what?
Yeah, this shit is actually.
Like, nah, we're not doing that,
bro. Now you had to use the Vaseline. See, if I was your man, you had the wrong black friend. You had the wrong black friend. Cause if I was your man, you would have been doing that at 14.
I spoke to my mans, and I'm like, yeah, man. I never forget. I just felt so little at the time. Not size wise. I'm just saying like mind wise. Cause I spoke to my man who was younger than me, and he was like, bro, I've been doing that since I was 13 years old. I'm like, damn. I thought I stumbled upon a gold. KO. I thought I stumbled upon gold. I'm like, yo, this porn shit is fire. When I first found into it, like 21, I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Yo, I could be on my phone. I could be on my laptop.
Personal. It's yours.
Yo, I could just have.
It's all yours.
And then I'm trying to put my man on. He like, Chip, I've been doing that since I was 13. I said, yo, bro, how many times did it? I'm well with 300 times I've done this. I'm like, damn, nigga, 300 times already?
My nigga, it's 200. I said it's 365 days in a year.
Oh my god.
My nigga, I probably didn't jerk off. I don't even want to say that, man.
That's
we gonna
crazy.
keep that shit.
I heard a story about a nigga who jerked off
that.
like 14 times in one day and died.
He died?
That's a real story?
Yes, he died.
I'm starting to worry.
Don't worry about me. I ain't doing it 14 times.
Yeah,
I work too much.
You getting a lot of money,
I
bro.
work too much. Nah. My wife ain't letting. My wife ain't. She gonna be like, nigga, you wasting it all. What's hers?
Word.
She ain't
Let me tell you something. Hold
up.
up. I'm glad you just said that.
Yeah.
This is another reason why I'm not really into that. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah.
And I hope this brings a little bit more perspective.
Nah, real talk.
So, shout out to my man Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? There's a thing that warrior Aztecs, our ancestors, used to do. It was called semen retention, and what
hold it back.
So basically they will only use their semen when they were gonna make babies.
Facts.
So when you start looking at your semen as, my nigga, you got like you have like something that makes life in your balls.
Right.
Why would you put that on the floor?
Right.
Why would you put that in the napkin?
Right.
Why would you jack in your hand?
Right. It's like suicide.
You make life, my brother. And them, you know what I'm saying?
Like you're almost a killer.
So when you start looking at it like that, you don't want to waste a nut on nothing.
And plus, not only that, when you
child.
hold the nut until you release it with a woman, it feels
So then
better.
what happens is too, right? Like people who hold their nuts in, pause. Like when you hold that in, nigga, it's been proven scientifically. You get a different kind of glow.
Yeah.
You become stronger. Mentally, you more stronger. You don't realize that as all the nuts that we letting go, bro, that shit depletes us.
That's why niggas in jail be so brolic and shit. Like, that's why them niggas come home, they different, they skin looking, bitches wanna fuck them.
Bro,
them niggas is reserved, bro. It's a little different, I'm telling you.
You're not.
We out here smoking and drinking. Now I'm with you though. Serious?
So that's why. So that's why. Like I'm not into that, because I'm into just keeping the body the temple of God, and I want to have that kind of like this mind
mentality.
Frame of, you know, always being on point when it comes to shit like that. It's when something is easy to do, bro. It's always bad for you. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So that's how I feel about it. You know what I mean, I'm not against nobody that do it, but that's why I've done it, of course. But that's why I try not to, because I think about like I want to be. You know, it's harder to hold that in and fight that urge.
You want to live like a superhuman.
I do,
I'm
bro.
with you. Nah, I'm with you.
To have that semen
I'm with
retention,
you.
man. You gotta
semen
look it up.
retention. That's very.
It does.
That's strong because it helps you with just
It's
being with
strong.
one woman and all of that.
Like, you know what's
no,
crazy?
For real though,
You
he ain't lying.
you know what's crazy too? When you have sex, you're not even supposed to nut, bro. Your girl's supposed to nut. That's how a man should have sex, bro.
Masculinity, yeah.
That's
make
that's
you
what
come.
niggas would do back in the day.
Yeah.
These Aztec warriors and the people we had before, they didn't bone to get their nut off. Like, they would let their woman get their nut off. Like, niggas will, semen retention is a real thing, bro. To go 2-3 weeks having sex without even nutting, and that's a process. Like, it's different foods and you gotta build your body the same way you building up your muscles when you working out. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I don't really like.
I'm knocking y'all down though. That's my nigga.
But I
fuck
feel
with
you.
Bodega Bamz.
I just want to give you a different perspective.
Knocking them down.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? I respect it and I'm aware.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I'm very aware, and you're correct. But I'm knocking them down.
Everybody
like some
got
niggas smoke Newports and they not supposed to. They know it's bad for them. Some niggas smoke weed, they not supposed to. Like he said before, he said anything, everybody has a vice.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
So
fact.
we ain't shaming nobody that's over there whacking they monkey at home.
Yo, so what do you say to that?
Smoke don't seem too cool to talk about it.
Just listen.
Everything's too cool.
Nah, it's not too cool.
You know,
I
yeah,
spoke
man.
about a lot of shit that wasn't the coolest.
Yo, man, I appreciate you for calling this gentleman. This was one of those ones. This was one of those ones. This was one of those ones,
He's a good
B.
fella. Wanted to have him up here.
Shout out to the Big Poppy, you heard? Bodega fucking Bamz, you heard?
And before we off this shit, what we like at an hour and some change, some shit like that?
That's because it's history.
Well over that, right? It's a lot going on. But I like to leave my guys with a gem always. Life is short. You know what I mean? Make amends. You know?
Wow.
I'm gonna just leave it with that.
Wow.
Poppy,
Yes, sir.
my brother.
Good job.
Like that.
Now use the bathroom, man.
Is that stupid shit you say?
Curls for the girls, waves for the bays, naps for the hood rats. You already know, show Broadway, ho. Personal party. Cheer! That shit was